After the closure of national media, that is NTV and its affiliates, it's now very clear that MUHOOZI Kainerugaba influenced his father to give a go-ahead of closing this TV station. There has been a silent battle between national media, that is NTV and its affiliates, and General Kaguta Museveni for a long period of time. In fact, one of the videos, I think it was in 2016, Museveni complained on NTV. He said these statements.
I am the one who does not have a level playing field with the monitor paper there. They will put message on top of me, big picture of message exaggerating his rallies, they shrink mine or they take apart that monitor will. I have defeated them. Down. I try to talk to them politely, I even rang their man Aga Khan, and I told him I'm going to defeat your traitors here. So I have defeated them. They're just sitting here comfortably in a democratic Uganda. They would even manufacture pictures. You know, they would cut and add pictures so the messages look big. So the level playing field is not a problem because the radios are so many. That monitor was has been opposition paper for a long time. Now the headline today was Museveni again. But now I got food Museveni again. That's what the headline. You go and see it. You bring the monitor paper. Museveni again. You see the negativity. But what can the monitor do to my support? They can't do it. They can't shake my support. My support is shaken by other factors, not by this one. Like the one of MUSEVENI, this Kampala, is handling the hawkers. Not what that ritual fellow. This is monitor now. This is monitor now. They are mourning. I don't know why they didn't put mourning. They didn't put more. Museveni again. You can see the attitude. This is how negative. I'm now marketing them. They say I'm marketing them. But they should be very careful. These old men can bring bad luck too.
That is General Kaguta Museveni. We must understand, even without this, there's a day Museveni closed the Daily Monitor. But under the law, Daily Monitor went to court. They fined the regime 3 billion. It is the truth.
Erimurite omulimo gw'oggalawo TV station gwa UCC. UCC ekuwandiikira balwa naye nga UCC efunye complaint ku muntu mulala ng'oyo omuntu naye amaze okubuulira nti kino bakikoze kikiriza ng'eba gavumenti egenda mu UCC ejja nga eteeseganya tukugoggalawo ng'eteeseganya imbi there's nothing which you for them
ngatezivuddemu birungi.
Yes, yes. Kati ye UCC teyagaddeyo monitor OMNNMG. Minister of Information teyagaddeyo MNMG. Ne Media Council teyagaddeyo. Kati omuntu omu yagaddeyo NMG. Yakikoze mu nsobi ate bagenda kusasula kubanga batugalawo
ani agenda okusasula honorable
government omanyi
bali babasasuddeko
last time batugalawo twabasasula mbibasasula bunge busatu
3 billion.
Yes, twaba wangula musango.
Wow.
Government wangula ko musango ku NMG okujjako Museveni kyati yatwala mu kooti ku byaki byogamba nti yana special vaccines za COVID mu makage
awo yabawangula
aya tuwangula kubanga twagijawa America tetwana wino omulungi wano ali ensobi twatuwangula tumusasula nafe milioni 3
mwasasula president milioni 3
yes 2 years after 1 year after COVID.
Wow.
Twamusasula naye emisango gyonna ziringa 30 gavumenti zetwala NMG tewangulanga kodi ffe twawangula ku luno basasula na sente obumbiro
3 billion
nga nkimanyi that was last year that was sente.
Wow.
So
that means General Museveni did something wrong. General Museveni has always been weak in democracies and political parties as is an authoritarian. But as he gets older and his son coming to take over the power, his son is so crude, he doesn't care. It's the reason why he directs everything on Twitter. To confirm that they consulted each other, MUHOOZI through a tweet came out to say, Mzee has approved my plan to close both NTV and Monitor. We are moving immediately. That is the tweet which was done by MUHOOZI before the closure of the Monitor. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the act that was done of closing Daily Monitor, to also give you an insight, the history where Museveni has always been coming out hard on Daily Monitor and its affiliates and NTV. What it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagre. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, General Kaguta Museveni, in order to strengthen national media, that is Daily Monitor, he even had to call Aga Khan. Aga Khan is the owner of this multimedia, so that he can direct his employees not to publish stories contrary to what he wants. Leaders should understand that a fourth estate is the newsroom publications are like fourth estate. They hold people accountable. They are a mirror of the society. They are not PR companies for those in government. If the government feels that they must publish what they feel like there is an invoice they should pay so that the papers can publish. But even with the differences between the national media, NTV, etc., with General Kaguta Museveni, he was not so crude like this. When he attempted, he only closed the newspaper. Today, they are closing newspapers, radio stations, TV stations, etc., which is contrary to the constitution. And I know when NTV goes, or nation media, when it goes to court, they are going to get damages. Another video which was in the past here is when General Kaguta Museveni also continued to complain about NTV and nation media. Here's a tape.
The other day at Kororo, I talked a bit about security, but I was talking about many things. But I have been reading papers, and I saw some people writing, especially in the Monitor. That Monitor has got all sorts of very confused people. One of these days I will answer them. I actually picked one of their papers some weeks ago and kept it. And when I have time, I will answer them. Now, when they are dealing with the security, they now want to spread pessimism and worry about security. And from what I could see, they were making 3 points. Point number one was, these people who are killing people, who have been killing people even in the past, investigations are done, but they are never completed. That's one line. Then the second one is with the shooting at Katumba recently. Oh, a whole general has been shot. We, if a whole general can be shot, how about us? How about us? It seems the situation is very bad. The situation is very bad. Because if a whole general can be shot, then how about we? So I think we should run away and go to Nani. I don't know, go where. Then thirdly, now this one I saw, I think it was yesterday or today, I saw it in that bad paper called Monitor. So, the elite, the elite are not sleeping. They are worried about their security. In the past, the elite ran away out of Uganda, but now they're in a dilemma. They don't know where to run away because they have a lot of property. They don't want to leave it here. So they are like the hyena. The hyena, one day the hyena was swallowing a hot something. It was hot. It couldn't swallow. Then somebody said, okay, if you can't swallow, then you spit. So it couldn't spit because it was sweet. It couldn't swallow because it was hot. So the Monitor was saying that the elite are now stuck because they have a lot of property, but they are worried. They want to run away, but if they run away, how will they leave their property? Now, before I speak, I brought one of my fighters, because I normally have Abarwanyi Banange.
So you clearly see that the General MUSEVENI had differences with nation media, that is Daily Monitor and others. But when he tried to close Daily Monitor and face damages, he was hesitant to close the whole conglomerate. But now, since he has a son who doesn't like criticism, is now being misadvised. Truth is, under General Kaguta Museveni, we are very bad in democracy. But it seems as is aging, a new breed of advisors and those who want to take the peripherals of power are even more worse. Now NTV is being closed. It's because of course, because of intimidation. In America, Trump wants to complain about CNN, ABC News. There is no such a time he has ever called out its closure. In Kenya, because Kenya is an icon of democracy in East Africa, it's the biggest democratic state in East Africa. Ruto the other day was complaining about Standard Media. It's normal for a newspaper or media outlet to be biased. By the way, let me assume it is biased. And I'm not saying that NTV is biased, but let me assume it is biased. It is not a crime under penal code. It is not a crime under penal code for a media station to be biased. Media stations can decide to publish any story for as long as it is the correct story. If the army goes on the streets and kills people and NTV publishes it very well, it's not an enemy to the state. The enemy of the state is its own, because you've gone to kill people on the streets. Other media stations, since they are individual, they can be easily managed not to publish stories. So the issue would have been, if Moses Kainerugaba and General Kaguta Museveni think that national media are biased or they are putting out wrong stories, have they ever put out a wrong story? If they have ever put out a wrong story, then go to the court of law to seek damages because General Museveni has ever gotten compensation from the court. Or if you feel that they have not given out your story properly, counter them with your story, call a press conference. They will come and they will put out the things you say. Or counter them on another TV station. It's very possible. No one should be happy when media outlets are being attacked left, right, and center, because each and every institution has been attacked. Now the only media stations that was kinda independent has been national media, that is NTV, Spark TV, etc., because it is institutional. Other media stations, since they are owned by Ugandans, they can easily be targeted. It is normal for a person to fear for his business. Yet, contrary, it's not supposed to be the case. In fact, a TV like Citizen in Kenya, it can publish stories against the government, and they will get advertisement from government. It is normal. Because truth is, these abductions, they have tainted the image of the regime, because they have always been happening, but the regime coming out to deny them. Now it is glaring in the public eye. People like Salim Saleh elders, they know what is happening. They are trying, with of course with the PR, to manage the excitement of Moses Karugaba. And they may not call him to order since he's their own son. It's normal. It's very hard to call to order your own son, especially in public institutions. You cannot jail him. You cannot fire him on the job because you feel like he's entitled to the regime. And that is what is happening. Okay? So an attack on the media, it shows the degradation of our democracy. It shows the authoritarian of the regime. Of course, as my PM is truly Mr. Makindi Kabir Suleiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can motivate to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.